Hôm nay, chúng tôi hân hạnh được trình chiếu một trong những bài thuyết giảng sâu sắc với tựa đề Sư phụ luôn luôn ở cùng chúng ta, phần 1 trong 3 phần trong tiết mục Giữa Thầy và Trò, được giảng bằng tiếng Anh vào ngày 22 tháng 12 năm 1992 tại Bình Đông, Đài Loan, còn được biết là Formosa.
Hi, here we are again. How is everything? Okay? Better than the first day, I guess. It feels better now. It looks better, no? Don't you think so? So at least today you sit in the right position. In the right place. Now, so what we were talking about, you have any topic, any question again? Yeah, you see, so I was thinking in the tent today, I was very touched the way the Americans was really devoted to family relationship and truly faithful. I'm surprised because you always heard American fast living, divorcing today, married tomorrow, etc. But whomever I met, it's not like that. For example, there was a mayor in Florida, Boca Raton. He and his wife married so long, and they were still so loving to each other. And still very faithful. Jubileum and silver jubileum or diamond jubileum, they go celebrate together. And that's why I told this joke, because it's supposed to be for them, you know. Yes. Anyhow, I will tell you later that joke. And then I met other person, also Americans in America. You see, that I know. Somebody know our disciple, etc. And they were living together. They were old now. And they married about 20, 30 years. They're still very faithful. The way they act to each other, you know, and consider each other. For example, Steve, you know, not because he liked the Vietnamese community that he came to our center. First, he liked Master, of course, teaching. And also because he's dedicated to his wife. He goes wherever his wife goes. And he's mixed in because of his wife. He feels the love for her makes him blind to anything else. And then he don't see any Vietnamese. Anybody will do. Understand? He just mixed in because he feels he's with her and that's it. He's not with anyone else. So it doesn't matter who is around, it doesn't matter. So if you love a master like that, then you're okay. You don't see anyone else. You only see the master. Yes. So at least you can learn something from the mundane relationship. If we can be so devoted, then we see nothing else. We have no problem. Everywhere we go, we're at home. Yeah? So be careful. All right? If we are not truly so devoted, then we know. We'll be disturbed a lot about the surrounding and the people. If we are devoted, then we know. Like Steve, he have no problem. He might not know that he's devoted or he has no problem. But that's the way it is. Understand? That's the secret. That is the secret. And Craig, I didn't think he was so devoted to me either. I think he came because his wife introduced to him, and then he also is spiritual, but more or less was because of her. Is that not so, Craig? More or less, yes. Of course you like me also. I wouldn't say you don't. Understand? But if not for her, you would not have taken a lot of trouble.
Probably wouldn't be here.
Yes, you wouldn't be here either. You see that? And I'm not jealous with this. I'm very touched, you know. I'm very touched that even in a mundane level, one person can be so devoted to that person. I'm happy for them. Understand? So if you say you're very devoted to Master, and if you can be up to that much, it's enough already. Yeah. And then you have less trouble because you're blind to anything else. And then you have less trouble in your life. Not that I ask your devotion. Understand? You know the secret now? Yes. Now, I tell you another story to prove it. The joke, wait, huh? It's all right. I know you're anxious to hear the joke, but that come later. It's not important. It's just a kind of punch so that I can talk to you. Yeah? Just like I'm wearing nice clothes so that when you come to me, and then you don't need nice clothes anymore. Just, yeah. Because you don't care. Just like I dance with you so that you come to me and later you lose interest for dancing. Understand? Just like I look at you lovingly charmingly so that you forget the worldly attraction. That's all. Understand? To replace a higher level of substitute. That's why you crave for many things in the world, because you have not enough. Understand? You have not enough. You just want something, but you don't know what. And then you grasp here and there just for substitute. And all cheap substitute doesn't satisfy you. So someday you have this girlfriend, another day you have another girlfriend. Because each one has something you like, but not all the things that you like. That's why when, before in the old day, a king or the queen, they usually have many consorts. Just because to fill the gaps. You understand? Because not usual that a woman or a man has all the quality that is fulfill the need of the other partner. Therefore, we most often have trouble, conflict, and quarrel. If we both fit each other's need, then we have less trouble. That's what it is. So for those who have in a good relationship in marriage, I guess they fulfill each other's needs and just they're satisfied with each other. So you are like that, I like, enough, like that. Otherwise, they will look elsewhere, and you cannot blame them. You understand? Therefore, I do not condemn people. I just say it is better you stay in one relationship. But I also say if it is intolerable, then you just take care, yeah? Do what is the best. The main point is to keep the equilibrium in your environment and your life in order that you can concentrate. That is all. Not because to keep a marriage is so important. Understand? It is important as long as it keep your equilibrium. Tranquility, so that you can concentrate. If that marriage disturb your concentration, then it's not the purpose. Keep the marriage not because of the marriage's sake, understand? Just so that both can develop in harmony. So, in case you can work with a partner like that, it's enough already. No need to look elsewhere. Changing always makes us very troublesome and restless. It's no good for practicing. But if a marriage makes you even that restless, then you might as well seek peace somewhere. Understand not? Yeah? So even my teaching is like that, but it's not like that. You understand? You cannot always hold on like a square like this and say, Master, say this. You don't do it, you die. It's not true. It's not true. If I'm like that, I'm not worth to be called even a friend, never mind a teacher. Huh? Okay, so try to understand the underlying teaching and not always hang on to the letter. Huh? For example, I always say sometimes, if before initiation you already had 2 women and you're all right all together, don't because of the precept, one person, one woman, one man, and then cut one. That's make trouble. My purpose is to bring happiness to you and tranquility to your life, not to cause chaos and upheaval. Your love life and business in anything at all. That's not the purpose. You understand? That defeats the purpose in the beginning. Therefore, when you want to judge somebody or condemn a situation, you have to think carefully. Understand? You have to be flexible all the time, all the time, all the time. You have to see the situation and his inner intention and his level of understanding. If a child cannot walk very fast, you cannot scold him. But if a person who can walk fast and then purposely delay the forward moving of a whole group, then you have to scold him. Understand or not? Yes. But in a spiritual sense, it is different because we all grown up, so we don't see anyone as a child or an adult. But actually, the master see inside who is a child and who is adult. It's the inside thing. It's the inner affair. Therefore, even though many people do the same thing, but I treat them differently. Yeah. So just like yesterday, you say I treat you, the Americans, the Occidental people, a little bit special and make you embarrassed. Should not be. You understand? Should not be. I know what to do. Yeah, you deserve some special treatment. You came from a different culture and you've gone through a lot of hardship. So you need a little bit extra comfort. That's all right. That's all right. I'm sorry that I couldn't give you better treatment because of a lot of other things. Yeah, so this is not enough. It's not enough, but I understand that you appreciate a little thing, just a kind of symbolic. That's enough. Understand? Yeah. And I know you understand. Yes. So don't say I treat you anything special. Nothing. It's different. It's different. Yeah? It's different. Also, you don't see me that often. You cannot afford to. The Chinese, they can see me anytime. I'm here for many years already. If they don't see me now, they see me later. Or they have seen many years already. There's no need to treat them special. Also, they live together with me in one country. Yeah? And that makes a difference. They feel already satisfied somewhat. Yeah? They know that I'm here. You came from a very long way. Understand? Just to see me. So that demands a special devotion from you. Special effort from you in order to be here. Understand? So, to be equal to that effort, I do something. That's it all. Okay? To let you know that I appreciate it. Not that anything special, not that you need that extra chocolate or something else, but you know that I know. Yeah, Tony?
I wanted to ask you about that, about devotion. Sincerity was always a difficult word for me to define for myself because, Ramakrishna, when he was trying to find God, he fell on his knees and he started begging, and soon the mother came to him.
Right.
And other, like Muktananda, for example, he would sit and not do anything, just wait for God. I don't know if I can myself ever.
So devoted, right?
But is that what we're striving for, or is, like you just mentioned that we traveled so far? That's also devotion. Is that?
Yes, it is.
It's the same kind of devotion.
Yes, same kind of devotion. Otherwise, you would go to Florida Beach, or take your girlfriend to party, because you cannot prefer anything else. Well, he fall on his knees, you fall on the aeroplane. It takes money, time, and determination to come here. It's no fun. It's no fun to come here for 1 week and don't know what treatment you get even. And you know it. It's not fun. Except you truly like it. Yeah, that you have no other preference. Yeah, then you go. Understand?
Yeah.
Otherwise you could go to India even. There's so many masters there. Or at least easy to get one, huh? It's not easy, but if you know the way already, it's not hard. If you just very novelty from nowhere, then it's difficult to find master because you tend to run after the orchid, the yellow rope. Yeah, then it's difficult to find. Or you try to run to Himalaya and search it in the snow. But when you know already, understand, it's not hard to find a master in India because you know where to look for. Yeah? You don't look in a special place. Then you look. Most masters are very ordinary. They live family life. And they're very ordinary. If they walk on the street, you never know they're a master. They don't wear any special clothes. Normally like that. Yes. They might wear, but it's not a mark of the master. And when you already know all this, it's easier to find a master in India, right? So I said, if you really don't like it, you wouldn't have been here, okay? Devotion, I don't have to have a certificate, yeah, and say that this person is truly devoted. And devoted has to be like that, like this, and the other. Just like Mary yesterday, she thinks she's not devoted. This is nonsense, yeah? Right. So I know.
I think, I don't know if I can speak so much for the Americans, but for myself, the idea about worshiping, I've been, when I come to Southeast Asia and I see people worship statues and I just can't bring myself to do that, but I feel that what they're doing is right.
Yeah, they're doing right in their way.
They are in their way, right?
Yes.
But
if they are sincere, everything's all right. It's just that they can be only up to some certain level because they have not broke through, you understand, the material boundary. That's all. Doesn't mean that what they're doing is not right. It's just that it's not ultimate enough. It's not high enough for them. If they want to reach higher, that is all. Okay?
So sincerity, something that we develop not at will, but through practice. It just comes to us. It's just a state of being.
Yes, it will come, or it is already there. If you want to look for the Buddha nature, if you truly want to know yourself, that is devotion. No need to fall on your knees or do any kind of hula hoop, all kind of noisy worshipping ceremony. Devotion is inside. Is you truly longing to know what is it. That is devotion. And people make it differently, you understand? Once they found it, they found some of it, they're so happy. So they are very appreciate the master that has brought them to this state of understanding. So everything is master, master. That's a different kind of devotion. The intellectual people, they devote differently. They devote it in the calm way, in the inner way. And the more sentimental type, they devote it more inward and outward. Yes. Also, mostly the Oriental people, they are very affectionate. Outside, inside and outside. Sometimes outside and no inside. But the Occidental people, even they don't have it outside, they have it inside. Understand what I mean? That is for sure. And you don't have to judge the outer appearance to know that person devoted or not. To the Occidental people, I know. Understand? I understand both. I never condemn you, the American are not devoted or lousy practitioner. No. I didn't. Never. No? Did I?
No.
In some way, the behavior probably. I might say something. In some special case, but not as a whole. I never say that you're not devoted. I never say that you're worse than the Vietnamese. No, on the contrary, I treat you even better than them. No more special, because I understand your need. Not because you are Americans, but because I know to deal with you that way is more correct. Understand? Yes. Therefore, I answer many of your intellectual questions to satisfy your intellectual thirst. If the intellectual need is not appeased, then it's hard to come down and rise up to the higher level, because it's blocked you here. It stays here with many questions, with many doubts. You're in trouble. All right? So ask any question you want until you're truly satisfied. And never stop until you're truly, fully finished. All right?
All right. I also have this.
I have a question.
Well, I seem to think that there's a line to God.
Yeah.
Like, I'll draw it right here.
Right. And then you jump over.
And this is God over here.
Yeah.
And you're with us on this line.
Yeah.
Since we're initiated by you and
Right.
you're guiding us this way.
Yeah.
But life is like choice. We choose what we want to do, and
Yeah.
and if we make the wrong choice, the further away we go from the line.
A little bit, yes.
Right.
And then?
So, a question about choice. It's just a matter of how much burden you want to take upon yourself, right? As you're going on this path. If for example, if you have two different, if you have a choice between two different things, one of them might be the better choice, but you chose the one that's not better. Does that mean you're carrying on more burden on this path, the spiritual path?
Actually, we don't have that many choice. We only think we have choice. That's a Maya power. Now I tell you the example. For example, you have two choices to make, right? And you think you make this choice because it's correct. Right, you're happy. You make this choice. You go into success. But it's not true. If it is supposed to be God's will that you success in this choice, then you will success. Otherwise, you at the end, you will come round to the other choice. And then at that time, you think, I have no other choice. I have this choice instead. Actually, it's already arranged. And the burden comes when we think we make choice. The burden comes when we think we are the doer. The karma comes when we cannot rely on the whole universal great plan. We take the burden upon ourselves. Emerson, yeah, the American teacher, he said, a great burden falls from the shoulder when you let God run the universe. That's fantastic. One sentence enough. Understand?
Yeah.
We have no choice, really.
And there's no such thing as should, huh?
Huh? What?
No such thing as should.
Should?
Should.
I should have done that.
I should have.
I
done
should
that,
have
or
done that, I
That's
should
just
have.
guilt, right?
Yeah, useless. That's why I tell you, just relax, let live, let go. And then you will know what's right, what's wrong. Then you're one with the universe, universal great plan.
Okay.
Otherwise, in the universal plan, we are just nothing. We're just a bubble in the sea. Come and go very fast. But because of the time impression that we think we have a duration of something. Understand? In universal understanding, there's no such thing. Anything exists. Any time, any duration at all. It exists because the Maya power let us know that we exist. That we have a duration of a lifespan, etc. That we do something in a certain length of time. It is all Maya's play. But it's all right, let's play with it. Okay? For example, lately I was very tired. Whenever I'm with many people, I will be definitely tired. Otherwise, I'm not. I can tell you. Yesterday, did you hear somebody say, I can climb the wall, I can climb mountain, I can walk through in the middle of the night and be in control in any situation without physical strain, without mental fatigue. But when I'm with people, I pay all my attention to you. Then I'm exhausted because my attention is too much outward and I'm not inside. I am inside, but also outside. I'm inside, not fatigued, but I'm outside fatigued. My body fatigued, because it has only the capacity of a car. Understand? The driver cannot do anything when the car is kaput. Huh? When the engine run wild and it's too hot, I have to rest. Otherwise it will bust. Understand? That's it, that's all. My body is just a car. I can drive it crazy sometimes, but it has to stop sometimes. Now, you know, huh? Okay. Yes. Oh, we might think that way. We might think that sometimes because it's a habit that we think we are the doer. Yes. But actually, the whole universal's plan is already planned. You remember even one hair fall down is also the intention of the Lord. Yes. But we know everything, but we don't know anything. We know we read every book, but we never understand. Hear you hear, but you do not understand. See you see, but you do not perceive. That's the trouble. So we need some guy like a master. He explained it again with conviction, with full force of enlighten, self-enlighten. Then you get it. Understand? A bank owner who talk to you, you know he has support of money. But another person who has no money but talk about money, talk about billions, still doesn't give you any assurance. Understand what I mean? Yes, that's the difference. Both talk about money, but you are assured by somebody who is millionaire, and you are not assured by someone else who has no penny. Understand? What was it? Your main point?
The point was that we should. Sometimes I find myself thinking too much.
Yes.
And
you do. The intellectual people do that.
Yeah. And when I do that, I start to feel. You know that when I meditate, it goes away, but
Yeah.
it comes this weird feeling around my face.
Understand.
But when I stop thinking, it's gone. I was in a store in America looking for a jacket or just something to keep warm from the cold in Taiwan, but it hasn't been cold really here. So I bought some things. I spent 2 or 3 hours in the store deciding on whether I should buy something that's fine clothes. So basically, what I thought so much, and I ended up getting a lot of feeling a lot of burden in my head.
It's so easy. You can ask the travel agency.
I called the Taiwanese counselor. He didn't know.
Why you make such a small problem and talk to a big person?
Who? Oh, Taiwan. Yeah.
You should not take an elephant to carry a grain of rice for you. It's easy to call any agency to ask the Pingdong temperature or to ask anybody who knows about Pingdong, who knows English.
I didn't
You
know
make
about
a lot
that.
of trouble for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, never mind. Next time you know. An elephant can carry a grain of rice, but is it worth it? You understand? He asked a counselor just for a temperature. It's not his business to know that. Even if he knows, you misuse him. You abuse his power. Understand? You can ask me for any mundane thing, how to buy your socks, etc. But you waste my power, waste my ability. Yeah. You should not make a precedent to type some letter for a shopping list for supermarket. That is all. Sometimes we have trouble because of ourselves, not entirely the environment or the people. Rethink it. Rethink whether you're doing right, or is there any better way to do it or to deal with people. Understand? So, for example, I have told you about the organization. Before, I was very shy. I don't want to directly pinpoint at people, but now I have to do it. Because relating to other person and then to the third person is completely different. Everything's so chaotic. Even I directly do it, still make trouble. But at least I know what's going on right away. And I won't be surprised. Understand? And it's easy and faster to recover or to reorganize it. All right? So think a little bit more about the way how we orient our life. And maybe something we improve, okay? Yes, sir.
In mentioning that everything is already arranged for us,
Hey, yes.
then that brings to my mind a question of, if it is already arranged, then what is the purpose of striving for enlightenment or for liberation if our striving is virtually meaningless at that point?
You have to strive in order to know that you don't need to strive.
You strive until you give up, you mean?
No, you strive until you understand that. You fully understand that every effort is useless.
It's useless.
You have to make an effort to be effortless later. At the moment, doesn't matter what I tell you, you still strive. So I tell you how to strive. And I say, go ahead and strive. Strive harder until you reach the point that you know that, why should I strive? I'm always here already. Understand? I already arrived. But now I tell you, you don't understand. So you have to strive to understand that you should not strive. Okay, Vincent? Because now, if I tell you don't strive, can you stop? Can you just relax and surrender? If you can?
Well, I found myself doing that, but then feeling a little bit behind schedule and then getting back into striving again.
Yeah, yes, that's it. So you still are not there. You see what I mean?
Right, but more so than before.
Then you try to strive more. And then one day you will stop striving. That's the purpose. Huh? That's the purpose. Because if we don't strive now, we cannot feel at ease. Until you stop striving and you still feel at ease, then it's all right. Now, if you don't strive, you're in trouble. Right?
So if say I was to stop striving, but say stop striving even though I don't have the total knowing of that, that would be also ineffective. Is that what you're saying?
Ineffective.
So you have to really come to that level of understanding
Yes.
before then.
Yes.
Okay.
Not intellectual understanding, but truly relaxed. Truly at home. Now, intellectually, you understand what I'm talking about?
Well, yes.
You do. But it's different from realization. Yeah, all right?